Welcome to Lecture 1.1, Understanding Information Warfare in the Digital Age. This lecture introduces the concept of information warfare in today's digital landscape. We will explore its definitions, key concepts, and how modern technology shapes the battlefield of ideas and influence. Welcome. Our agenda for today. We will cover the definition of information warfare, differentiate misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation, explore the role of intent and impact, analyze the modern information environment, and focus on disinformation and influence operations. Defining information warfare. Let's start with a simple question. What is information warfare? It's not hacking servers or stealing data, though it often works alongside cyber attacks. Information warfare is the deliberate use of information, communication, and perception to achieve strategic objectives, often by manipulating beliefs, emotions, and behaviors. Think of it as warfare in the cognitive domain. The target isn't a building or a tank, it's your mind. Understanding what information warfare entails and its distinctions from other forms of conflict sets the foundation for this lecture. We examine the cognitive domain and compare it to traditional and cyber warfare. What information warfare is and isn't. Information warfare involves the use and manipulation of information to gain advantage over adversaries. It differs from simple communication or propaganda as it aims to influence perceptions and decision-making strategically. Now, let's look at the cognitive domain as a battlefield. Unlike physical battlefields, the cognitive domain targets human minds and decision processes. Controlling narratives and perceptions is central to influencing behaviors and outcomes in conflict situations. From traditional and cyber warfare. Information warfare operates alongside but is distinct from traditional military and cyber warfare. It focuses on psychological and informational effects rather than physical destruction or system breaches. Key concepts: misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. Now, let's clarify these three key terms: misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. Recognizing the different types of harmful information is crucial. Each type varies by intent and nature, shaping how they impact individuals and societies. Let's start with misinformation. False information without intent to deceive. Misinformation consists of incorrect or misleading information shared without malicious intent, often due to misunderstanding or error. Disinformation, false information with intent to deceive. Disinformation is deliberately fabricated or altered information designed to mislead and manipulate audiences for strategic purposes. Malinformation. This is true information used to cause harm. Malinformation involves the use of truthful information but shared maliciously to damage reputations, create fear, or fuel conflict. Intent and impact. Understanding the differences. Intent behind sharing information greatly influences how it is classified and addressed. This subtopic explores how intent and impact interplay in information manipulation. A quick look at the role of intent in classifying information manipulation. Intent differentiates misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. Understanding this helps in crafting appropriate responses and countermeasures. Here are some examples highlighting each type. Real-world cases illustrate how misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation manifest, clarifying their differences and consequences. How lines can blur in the digital environment. In fast-paced digital spaces, discerning intent can be challenging, causing overlaps and confusion between different types of information manipulation. The modern information environment. Technological advances have transformed the scale and speed of information warfare, impacting how messages propagate and influence is exerted. Let's look at how technology accelerates information warfare. New technologies enable rapid dissemination, automation, and amplification of information campaigns, increasing their reach and effectiveness. How about the role of social media, artificial intelligence, and big data? Platforms like social media, combined with artificial intelligence-driven analytics and big data, allow precise targeting and personalized messaging in influence operations. Scale, speed, and precision in contemporary campaigns. Modern campaigns leverage technology to operate at unprecedented scale and speed, while tailoring content with precision to specific audiences. Our focus areas: disinformation and influence operations. This final part of this lecture highlights deliberate campaigns aimed at shaping perceptions and behaviors, often driven by state and non-state actors with strategic objectives. Deliberate and strategic campaigns. Disinformation campaigns are often carefully planned to exploit societal divisions and influence political, social, and economic outcomes. State-backed versus non-state actors. Both governments and independent groups engage in information warfare using different tactics but often overlapping goals. Goals: shaping perception, beliefs, and behaviors. The ultimate aims are to manipulate target audiences' views and actions, thereby gaining a competitive or strategic advantage. Before we come to the end of this lecture, here is a formative quiz and reflection for you. Which of the following is an example of disinformation? A journalist accidentally misquotes a source. B, a government creates fake social media accounts to spread false election claims. C, a celebrity's private photo is shared without consent. Which answer do you think it is? The correct answer is B. A government creates fake social media accounts to spread false election claims. So that is an example of disinformation. Question number 2. This is a true or false question. Misinformation always involves malicious intent. Is it true or false? It is false. A short answer question for you. How is the cognitive domain different from traditional battlefields? How is the cognitive domain different from traditional battlefields? A sample answer could read as, It targets human perception, beliefs, and decision-making rather than physical infrastructure. Here now is a short guidance for you following that quiz. Understanding disinformation. Disinformation involves deliberately spreading false claims, often using fake accounts or coordinated efforts. Keep that in mind. Intent behind misinformation. Misinformation does not always have malicious intent. It can result from mistakes or misunderstandings. The cognitive domain. The cognitive domain targets human perception and decision making, focusing on influencing minds rather than physical assets. I thought that could help. In conclusion, information warfare in the digital age is a complex and evolving challenge. Understanding its definitions, key concepts, and the influence of technology is essential for recognizing and countering its effects. We have come to the end of lecture 1.1. Up next is lecture 1.2, the evolution of influence operations. I hope to see you in that lecture and best wishes.